How many languages do you speak?
Two.
Which one?
Korean and English.
Okay, and you are from Korea,
We're from Korea, but we live in LA.
LA.
Yeah,
Okay.
From
America.
okay.
Spanish and English.
So, and where are you from?
Madrid.
Okay, and what about you?
I speak French, English, and Spanish.
And you are from?
Spain, Madrid.
Okay. How many languages do you speak?
I speak two, like her. Only Spanish and English, and I'm from Madrid.
Okay, so you're traveling here.
Yes.
I really only speak English, but I'm learning Spanish. That is why we're here this semester for a study abroad.
And where are you from?
I'm from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, originally, but
Wait. Georgia, like
in
not
the
state.
US, in the US.
The state, okay,
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
country.
Not the country. No. Where are you from, Kiki?
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in United States as well. And same as her. I guess you could say 1.5 languages because we speak
Which-
English.
okay.
And then
speak
we're
more
learning, so we're
Spanish
trying to
than
learn
her,
Spanish.
So Spanish is the half, right?
What?
Spanish is the half language.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you speak English, right? Can you like answer in English because I speak only English. I don't speak Spanish. Yeah, it's like in English.
Okay. I speak three language.
Mhm.
This Russo, Russia,
Russian,
Ukrainiano, Czechia.
Okay. And English.
So.
So.
English so.
And how many languages do you speak?
Two. Ukrainian.
In Russian. And English, however. Okay, and I guess you are from Ukraine, both of you.
Yes.
If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
I feel like I'm pretty close to being fluent in Spanish, so I wouldn't say that. Otherwise, I would say Spanish. My family's from Argentina as
Okay.
well, so that's why it's important to me. But maybe Italian.
Why Italian?
I don't know, it just sounds very pretty to me. But Mandarin Chinese would probably be more useful. So I would actually pick Chinese because I don't think I could learn that by myself. What would you pick?
I guess I'll say the same. Like if I could, I would definitely pick to be fluent in Spanish. Because I have family. My mom's from Puerto Rico, so I would choose that. But if I could choose another one, honestly, maybe like Portuguese or something. I don't know. I just feel like that's a cool one.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 4.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
English, my native language is Ukrainian.
Okay.
Oh,
Also, I
okay.
speak Russian and Mandarin.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know a little Russian.
Yeah, what do you know?
Привет, меня зовут Kiki. That's all I know. My boyfriend's Russian, so.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah.
why.
Yes.
And you have like a Spanish-speaking family,
Yes. We
and
both
you
do.
also
Yes,
both,
yeah.
but you don't speak really Spanish. How it comes?
I can speak pretty well. Like I can communicate in it. But because my mom is just from Wisconsin, like she's just from the U.S. So my parents divorced, so I lived with her mainly. Yeah, and also my dad grew up in the U.S. for the most part, so he's completely fluent in English as
Okay,
well.
that's why you in the family also you speak
Yeah.
English at
Yeah.
home. I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So how my mom learned is she was basically she was born in the United States, but her dad is from Puerto Rico, born and raised there, and he came over to the United States, and he would just ship her off there the whole summer, and she just had to pick up on it. So that's how she learned, but she never taught me. And my dad's not Hispanic, so they like never really talked it in the household. So I always knew like some like words and phrases growing up, but like she never really taught me, so I had to learn from school basically.
How did you
Okay.
learn Mandarin?
I went there. I studied in university.
Oh, wow.
And I
How
live in
long?
China for 5 years.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes,
So,
you
yeah.
gotta pick up at some point.
Yeah,
I
and it is
guess.
like because they don't speak English there, so I had to
Okay.
learn
Yeah.
the language,
Cool.
and it's interesting language.
Yeah.
Like so that's why I said like it's a good choice.
Yeah. No, definitely.
It's really
it would be
interesting.
very useful.
Okay, and girls, one more question. So, do you think it is important to learn the language of that country where
That
you're going
you're
to travel?
living in?
No, where are you going to travel? Not live,
I
travel.
think if you're traveling for a short term, I mean, I think it's definitely beneficial no matter what. But I can understand not being willing to put in the effort to learn a new language just to travel in the short term. Because I feel like most places you can, you know, especially like with the phones today and things, like you can at least maneuver around and figure your way around. So it's important, yeah, but I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, I would kind of say the same. Like, short term, maybe not. Like, if you're going there for a week, maybe not. But I think if you plan to stay there for a good amount of time, if you plan to live there or anything
At
like
least
that,
try and pick it up. while
I
you're
think so.
there.
I think it's it's also kind of like in my eyes, it's kind of like a respect thing as well. To come to a country, kind of try to learn their language at least, like even if you don't do the best, because it shows them that like you're grateful of their culture and you're trying to learn. So yeah, I think it's
So you can say you can be treated better if you know like some basic words at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works, right? If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish.
Why Spanish?
Because I feel like that's like second most speak language, and then I think it'd be very useful to know more.
Okay. And what about you?
Uh,
Same problem.
yeah, the same.
Okay. Then, so do you think it is important to learn the language of that country where you're going to travel?
Yes, definitely.
Why?
Just for respect to know their languages, and then it would be more convenient if you know when you travel.
Okay. And this is like your first country here in Europe, or you traveled around Europe before?
This is our third country.
Which country you've been before?
First, we
France,
French and
England,
yeah, English.
and then here.
Okay, and what about the situation with English? So like here, as in Spain, as I see, like not a lot of people speak English, right?
No, I feel like a lot of people know how to speak English
Yeah?
compared to other countries in Europe.
Okay,
Yeah,
in compare like
like
with France, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So you had like some tough situation without knowing French when you was in France?
I had little difficulty. Yeah, when I was purchasing stuff, yes. Trying
Okay.
to look for stuff was kind of hard.
And then how you communicate with the French people?
Usually body language.
Or use
Show
the translators.
pictures. Yeah, show pictures. Google it.
If I go to Korea, when I go to Korea, is it like hard to stay there without Korean language, or English is enough? Like people.
English is not,
Okay.
Yeah, they all know how to speak English.
Oh really?
Yeah, not fluently, but then they know basic.
But most of the
English.
younger people, they know how to speak English. And
Older's probably a little difficult, but they know basic language.
Okay. So like, I will survive there with
Yeah,
English,
you
right?
will. You will.
maybe Chinese.
Yes.
Why?
There are like many Chinese people everywhere. Everywhere. Yes, that's the reason.
So you think it's gonna be useful?
Yes, a lot. China is the future, I think.
Okay.
And also like German.
Why German?
Why not? Like it's like really strong language, and I
Yes.
would like to learn.
And you?
For me, Chinese or Arabic, but
Oh,
just because of the alphabet, so different, just for curiosity, how it works and the sounds. I don't know, interesting.
Okay, girls. So, as you are like Spanish speaker, like native speaker,
Yes.
when I in Lisbon and I ask Portuguese people about that, so almost all Portuguese people they say they can speak Spanish as well, because they are Portuguese. Can you understand Portuguese as you
Yes,
speak
Yeah,
Spanish?
I think so.
Yes.
But
They
so
just
similar.
speak slow.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's like they have the same root, but I could not speak Portuguese, but I could understand them. Yes.
Only understand. And so you can say the difference between Brazilian Portuguese and European Portuguese or not?
Not really.
No, not that much.
No.
Do you think it is important to learn the language of that country where you're going to travel?
Yes.
Why?
It could be useful to understand local people.
But for example, if it's like Korea or Japan,
No.
I think it will be perfect, but I think it's impossible. So English by the moment. the best way for everyone.
Okay.
Yes, I think you can try like to know the most
Yes.
known words
About the
like
good
hi, bye, thank
Like
you.
basic words. Yeah.
Basic.
Okay. And do you think you can be treated better if you know like some basic words?
Maybe, I think so. It depends on the country. For example, in France, if they know you're Spanish, they will treat you, I think, worse than if you speak some French. Because I lived in France, that happened to me. So
Okay. So
depends.
if we in France, it's better just to speak English, right? Not try to speak their French.
if you have a good level of French, try, and if not, English.
But what if my like French level is like je m'appelle Yura, Paris est la capitale de la France, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is like, and la leçon a fini, au revoir. This is my level of French.
Well, it depends. For example, in Paris, that happens. If you are not really good at French and they know that you're not from France, maybe the treatment is different.
If you have a chance to know one more language, for example, like tomorrow you wake up and you know one more language, which language would it be?
Espanol.
Espanol, Spanish. Why?
Job.
Huh?
Job.
For job. Okay. Cool. You?
So
Spanish? Nice. Okay. That's it. Дуже дякую.